Yo, what up? I'm here by myself. Just me and Remus. Remus is outside though, and I get on my thinking and stuff. So I figure this. I want to just chop it up here and throw some brainstorming stuff. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. I wanted to talk about something, and I know it's gonna be tough to a lot of people. It's gonna be a lot tough to a lot of people, but if there's a possibility of opening your heart and mind to it, there's probably a bigger thing to bigger to it. Anyway, I'm just chilling. I just want to act like I'm chilling with one of my boys. This is what I usually do. I don't really drink, so I'm caught with the coffee. But anyway, I want to touch on some base or something. I wanted to say something about, and I know this is gonna be tough, and a lot of people is gonna doubt me. A lot of people are gonna doubt me and stuff. But a lot of people are gonna doubt me. I was thinking about reading this book today, but I wanted to look into it, but I figured let me just talk for a little bit. But this is a good book. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I want to mention something about, in America, there ain't no Christianity. There's no such thing as Christianity. There's never been Christianity in religion. Now people may say, "What you mean? How do we all know about Christ and stuff? How do we know about Christ? And the forefather was Christians, and what about the Puritans and all this other stuff? And King James and all this other stuff. How you talking about that? America's not Christian. What is not Christian? I'm saying, and it does not follow the real JC. Now, when I say JC, because Christianity belongs to JC, but it's not the one you're thinking about. You know what I'm saying? The real Christianity is the Roman Catholic. I mean, it's in the Bible. Read Acts 13. I'm saying that's where they made the first Christians in Antioch and Constantinople. Anyway, Acts 13. Jesus didn't know no Christians. Muhammad didn't really know too much Christians either with the Nazarenes. You know what I'm saying? Jewish people don't really know no Christians. There's no Christians out there. The Christians are the Roman Catholics. You know what I'm saying? The Roman Catholic. And the only real JC everybody tends to follow is that the only JC everybody tends to follow is that Julius Caesar. See, the Pope is the new Julius Caesar. It's the new king of the world. The Pope is the king of the world, even though people don't want to admit it or claim it. But the Pope is the Caesar. The Caesar is pretty much the king. And the Pope don't really care for the United States. He don't really care for the United States. What we see in the United States is England and France. See, and England and France, they're not really Christians either. They started a Reformation. They're part of that, the reason of the Crusade came in. The real Christians are Catholic. And most people here ain't Catholic. Churches, the Jesuits are Catholics. Real Catholics or real Christians support the Pope. And I'm not trying to say I'm a Christian. I'm not trying to say none of that. But the real Christianity, the real society of Christ, is for the Pope, is the Jesuits. You know what I'm saying? All these, well, you claim an Illuminati and all these other stuff, you go have your smoke. But what made them? Jesuits. What made communism? Jesuits. The Pope wants stuff. Things is hitting the fan because Joe Biden is a Jesuit. You know why everybody make a big deal about JF Kennedy? Because J. Kennedy was a Jesuit. You know what I'm saying? He was a Jesuit. And everybody got scared. Ain't like they got scared of... Nobody got scared of JF Kennedy and his brother. What people in America were scared or surrounding is that he's a Jesuit. So people are not sure where his loyalty is at. Is it to the Pope or to the country? Because when you're dealing with a Jesuit or you're dealing with any type of real Christians, and when I mean Christian is the one that support the Pope, support Caesar, support Constantinople, you know, this is the whole reason of the crusade. That's why Zionists, the Zionists are like Judeo-Christian. They're trying to stay away from all that American Christian. You know what I'm saying? And all these religion in America, when you claim you're Christian, when you don't get the respect if you're Baptist, Methodist, Mormon, Nation of Islam, any of these American religion that talking about Christ, nobody get respect from them. Because they're really branching off from the churches of England, from King Henry or King James. And King James, they were Protestant or Protestants. They follow the Martin Luther. Earlier I made a book when they're talking about, earlier I made a video about Martin Luther. That when people think that Martin Luther is black, I see Martin Luther as the German. Because the Lutheran theories. That's what started this whole Reformation stuff. This is why part of the crusade started. The first crusade started was against the Cathars and the Reformation. Come on. Inside. Let's go. So, when they're talking about this stuff about your American Christian, the American Christian and stuff, understand that every American Christian, I don't care what you claim, it comes out of Protestants. The ones that started the founders of the church in the United States were Puritans and Protestants. They did not got approved from the Catholic Church. You know what I'm saying? And the Catholic Church got in since 1965. 65. That's why you got Social Security. You know? All this, everybody that's in Social Security and stuff like that, the Commonwealth, that's the church. The Commonwealth, they say it's meant to England, but the England's going to pay the church. You know? The biggest trick is to make somebody that's rich make it look like he's poor. They don't got no control. But, yeah. Check all the major schools. All your major colleges. Look around. All your major colleges are Jesuits or Catholic. You know what I'm saying? They got you in the system. I don't want to go there because we ain't talking about that. I'm just trying to tell you. I don't care how much you claim you love Jesus. You know what I'm saying? It's not Jesus. Don't got nothing to do with Christianity. The real JC in Christianity is Julius Caesar. And the Pope is the Julius Caesar. You may not have to believe me. You don't have to even understand that. And you may think you're Catholic, but you're not Catholic. I'm saying you may go to a Catholic church and eat the bread, but have you done your confirmations? I'm saying, have you been baptized at your first communion? You know, do the order of a Jesuit. I'm saying there's an order to things, and if you haven't done it, then you're not a full-blown Catholic. You're not a real Catholic. And if you're not a real Catholic, you can't be a Jesuit. This is why things is hitting the fan with Joe Biden, because Joe Biden is a Jesuit. You don't have to believe me. You know, like what the same Malachi York say. Don't believe me, check it out. Check it out. I'm saying, but again, I don't care if you. I'm not trying to argue this. It's not a discussion. This is not an argument. I mean, you want to put your 2 cents, you could, and if you think you could debate me, you could debate me, whatever. But again, this is a nice book. I got a few books, a lot of good books, but this is a good one. I'll read. I mean, again, there's no Christianity. I'm saying there is no Christianity. You know what I'm saying? In America. No, they ain't. That's the real reason all this idea about tension between black and white is because there is more confusion, and they don't really want to tell you your origin. You know what I'm saying? Because that's part of the deceit. When you don't know really about you, you could act something, think that you're about something when you're not really not. And they let you play that game, because the more you sleep on that game, the more they could take your shit away when it's ready. Anyway, assalamu alaikum. About PKs, I'm just talking about in America, there ain't no real Christianity. There ain't none. You know, again, Christianity, all Christianity, Methodist, Protestant, Baptist, Evangelist, whatever you want to call yourself, it broken off from this in America. America started from the forefather with the Protestants. Protestants came up off the Church of England, which they with King Henry, they went against the Pope. You know, that's why you got the Protestants. You know, and with Cromwell and all this other stuff. You know, when people say, you know, Spanish people, a lot of Spanish people, yeah, this is a fact. A lot of people go, esto es todo. Esto es todo. When people say everything, when they say everything, they're saying todo. But they think todo means everything. No. Todo or todo means King Henry's family. King Henry come from todo. From todo. The Todo family. La familia Todo. Yeah, none of us is really Christians. And some of them are raised Catholic. Because we want to be from that. Most people that came from Catholic, either because they're from Ireland, because the Irish people, you know what I'm saying, or you come from descendants from Spain. You know, come from descendants like from Spain. But again, Spain attacked these people over here knowing that they ain't real Christians. Salam alaikum. Peace.